hidden or also called so-called master strokes. Depending on the source you go to, they'll either be called a master stroke or a hidden stroke. And the idea behind that is it's a blow that is not common. It's not known to common fencers. So if you use it against them, they're not going to expect it coming. Not like modern days with the internet where God and everybody knows what the blow is and what it does. So in the case of this, you can use normally the way it is used when it is super slow is it's used as an interrupt against. You don't have to do it against that. Just throw me just give me an overhaul. Normally it's used cast against the hands. We're not going to do that because all of us don't have rigid hand protection, and I'm sure we all have jobs where we need to use our hands. But for the most part, the other alternate use for it can be used against the flat of your opponent's blade when they make an attack against you. So stepping off, cutting, and so when the blow comes in, stepping off line, and instead of cutting towards Koistja and trying to basically see who can win this contest here, what I'm doing instead is I'm striking at the flat of his sword with my edge, and I'm cutting at a kind of a 45-ish degree angle, 45 to 90 degree angle. The big thing that helps that work is moving the pommel of your sword under your forearm as it cuts out, like so. And depending on where your strike comes in, you're either going to displace their blade, or you're going to end up in an overbind. Either way, from there you're going to follow up with some kind of a wind to the face or a cut to the face, something along those lines. We practiced that a lot last week. Do we need to go over that again, or do you want to move on?
No, it's not good.
We can work with you change plays at it. So I think we'll move on to the next part of this, the other use for it. So one of the guards that von Danzig, which is a manual we're working out of mostly for this semester, one of the guards that he works from for throwing the Krumpau is called the Schrankhut, or the barrier guard. If you hold your sword out in front of you, you turn it 90 degrees so you're facing the flat. Pull your foot back because we're going to go on the right side. You're going to lay the blade next to you like so. This really doesn't guard anything. This is one of the secondary guards. This is what we would call a guard of provocation, because it really doesn't protect anything. It should be flat out. The point should be out about where your front foot is. It's not swept back here. That's a different guard. Flat should be facing your opponent, and it's there to basically throw a crump if somebody attacks into your line. So for example, if I attack Koistja, I'll just give you a straight thrust down the middle. So if I give Koistja an attack, he can use that to crump me and then come right back into line. So it's just another effective way of using a Krumpau from a guard, just in a nice ready position. You're sitting in thumb grip and just ready to go. And it works on both sides with either edge. So yeah, Koistja's on the other side there. I'll do another attack, so thrust down the middle, boom. Yep. Nod to the face or wind on the blade. Yeah. You guys want to experiment with that a bit? Because that's basically just it's just another position you can launch the Krumpau from, where it's basically just pre-charged. But you know what? Let's actually play with that a bit.